Welcome to Crafty Hints. I'm Chantel. I'm so blessed to have you here today, and I do hope that you enjoy today's Father's Day video. So today's video will also be part of a hop. Now this hop will take you to all these lovely ladies' channel. The link to the next video will be down in my description box below. This was hosted by Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World and Melissa Makes It DIY. Do check below also for the links to their channel. Let's get to our first DIY. We are starting out with some Goo Gone. Now this one is a spray gel and I like the way it just sticks right on there. And it sprays on, so it makes it much easier. So I let that sit there for a little bit, and then I rubbed it, helped it, get in there and wipe off a little bit. And then I scraped off that glitter off of this little box. I wanted to get all of that glitter off and make it a smooth surface, so I went back with my sanding block. Now, this is a little box that I did get at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just painting this in, I believe this was Waverly Steel chalk paint. Next, I took a sheet of my cork that has adhesive on the back, and I just slid that over just a little bit to mark at the spots that would be inside the box. So I'm just measuring that a little bit so that it'll fit properly inside. And just tuck that in there. That will give it a nice finished surface inside. And next, I'm going to put something on here for Dad. So the top of it, I'm going to just put Dad. And I had some stripes here, but it seemed like too much. So I end up taking off the stripes. And I think I did show you there. Again, if you try to pull the back off and have your thumbs on there as you're pulling back to get to that on your transfer tape, it's much easier. And let's change the world. I was trying to think of some sort of saying that to put on here from a kid, because we're going to have this as a spot that Dad can throw the change from his pockets in at the end of the night. So I thought that this might be fun, especially coming from a kid. So I'm just peeling this off and trying to make sure that the stripes do stay there. Since they're hanging off the edge, they didn't have something to grip to, but I wanted to make sure I got enough of it off of the edge so that it didn't have any issues and start to lift. I trimmed those off. And here we are. It was as easy as that. But I think Dad would really like it, don't you? For this DIY, I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and just clean off the front of this glass. Now, I use some stencil vinyl to cut out a stencil for my mug. And I'm just going to show you kind of how this weeds. It weeds a little bit differently. It's a little bit thinner than vinyl. And what you have to think about is whatever you're pulling off, that's going to be the area that gets the frosted etching that I'm going to add to the mug. So you have to think, which part do I want clear? Because whatever's still blue on the vinyl is being protected from the etching cream. So that's what will be clear. So I just continue to take all those off and I'm just adding it to the mug. Now I'm taking this plaid glass etching cream. There are other ones out there that you can get from your craft store. It's more of a cream. This one isn't a cream. And I didn't see this one at Hobby Lobby this time when I went. Now, another idea that you could do with this is you could also get some of the paint that's meant for glass. I think Folk Art has some, even at Walmart or your craft store. So that's something else you could do if you weren't looking for the etching. So I just make sure to give this a nice coat, not missing any spots. Once it was dry, I went and rinsed it off, and now I'm just pulling off my stencil. And just pulling all of those bits off. And then once you do, since it was all rinsed off now, and you may want to use gloves because that is a chemical that actually, is eating into the glass. So you might want to use gloves to apply it. Now I just tucked in a placemat so you could see this a little bit better. And this is for my brother-in-law for Father's Day. They have a little hobby farm there. So there's Oak Knoll Farm. You could do anything you wanted on it. For this project, I need to use my Easy Press. So I went on my phone on the Cricut site and I chose Everyday Iron On. And then what am I ironing on? Neoprene. So I selected that and then I'm good to go. And I hit apply and then it will tell me how long and what heat setting to go to. So 280 degrees Fahrenheit at 20 degrees. Here's our bag. This is a toiletry bag for Dad. So we're going to put that on, and I got these Teflon, I think they're Teflon sheets from Amazon, and I've been using them for a while. They're actually made for like cookie sheets or if you're ironing fabric, just so your iron isn't right on your garment. So first it told me I need to heat it up for 5 seconds. So I heated it up, but this is kind of an awkward little bag to actually iron on, so you have to be kind of careful. The zipper and handles kind of get in the way a little bit, so I probably should have ironed this on maybe half and half, but I put that on there and I just hit the little Cricut button and it told me right when my 20 seconds were up. Now, because this iron didn't hit everything exactly right, I'm tilting this to get the couple of spots that didn't quite get it. And what I will do is remove it when it's cool, is what the directions say. It really depends on which iron-on vinyl you have. Some will say cool, some will say while it's warm. So then you just peel it off. Just a reminder, whenever you're cutting something out for iron-on, you do it in reverse. And here's the bag. It's not a dad bod, it's a father figure. I thought that was cute and went with this bag. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch the hop and subscribe and have a wonderful day.